So in today's video, we're going to learn, starting with basically wealth as a extension of confidence, self-worth, and ability to trust in our own value. This is from Shawn, sheshn, Hashmatpour. Number 1, confidence is the greatest asset. We attract by knowing that we're bringing something valuable to the table. It's not about being the loudest, smartest, but about knowing our own worth, believing in ourselves, and others believe in us too. It's not just a mindset. But a currency that opens doors, creates opportunities, and draws abundance. And it is respected. Self-worth is our net worth, really. How much we think we're worth affects how much we actually earn. Questioning whether we deserve success, respect, or recognition shows up in finances because it's a hesitance to charge what we're worth, and it's a fear of asking for more. We're held back from opportunities, and in doubting our own value and with a lack of belief in ourselves, it's also in charging or accepting less than we deserve. Investing in our own self-worth, our net worth grows also, and confidence in negotiations and walking away from opportunities that don't align with our vision. And when we believe in our own value, our finances flourish. Number 3, taking risks becomes easier. For example, a career change, an investment, starting our own business. Taking leaps that can be almost paralyzing or terrifying stops holding us back when we act, because we act in spite of the fear. What if I succeed instead of what if I fail? We trust ourselves and our abilities, and that's the space where the wealth is created. Number 4, starting to attract abundance instead of scarcity is about mindset, not about money. If it's always a not enough, or we're afraid of losing, we will keep attracting scarcity because when we're operating from a place of confidence, we start to actually see the world as abundant and approach money and success with a sense of ease. Instead of grasping tightly, afraid it'll slip away, trusting instead in the flow of opportunities and resources, where we shift to not just wealth, but happiness, resilience, and feeling ready for every challenge that comes our way. And number 5, relationships will change, not just money, but with people too. If we know our own worth, we start building relationships based on mutual respect and honesty and trust, instead of relying on money or status to self-validate, to create and to self-validate. You create connections with others that align with values. So it's a value-based connection, not looking for someone else to give you something so you can get ahead. As the relationship with the money transforms, it's no longer about hoarding or proving anything to anyone, but money becomes a tool to self-support, to give back, to grow. The more we believe in ourselves, the more we can use the wealth to make an impact versus letting it define our worth. 6, true wealth comes from inner confidence, knowing and loving who you are. Money ebbs and flows, opportunities come and go, but self-belief is what carries you through every season. Forgetting the idea, he's recommending we forget the idea that wealth is separate from who you are. It's simply an outward reflection of how much you trust yourself. The more you work on loving and believing in and investing in yourself, the more the world will give back to you. Confidence is the root of all success, whether it's physical, financial, even health. Confidence to serve the moment, not to be afraid of failure, but instead relish from it, to be able to take a leap of faith when we get stuck. Confidence is more than completing or achieving or winning. It's not about milestones or external success. And if we think it's just about our external outcomes, then it's dependent and it's temporary and it can disappear. But if we change how we feel and think about ourselves and how we respond to challenges, it becomes an inside job, and we can see that higher confidence comes from failures more than from achievements or outside validation. We can reprogram the stories we tell ourselves and shift the idea that confidence is about what we've done to being what we believe we're capable of. And this leads us to be able to lean into discomfort and overcome challenges with each step forward, building unshakable self-trust, realizing it's okay to fall, and even if it hurts a little, the lessons we take result in us being even more confident than before, and a more mature, a more natural, less fake confidence. And down the line, the failure will actually seem like an achievement. I guess that's in hindsight. Knowing our worth, no matter what anyone else thinks, is real confidence. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to share today is Reframe, which is an app. It's a 40-day sobriety challenge with 42 kind of invitations. And I just want to read them. And you don't have to do this as a 42-day thing. I think we could still enjoy these suggestions just in the list that they are. So it's a sobriety challenge. So it's saying, and also I want to add, there's a lot of layers of sobriety. People say there's emotional sobriety, physical sobriety, mental sobriety, even financial sobriety for people in Debtors Anonymous. And abstinence means different things in different programs. Anyway, so number one, understanding the brain's reward system. I won't list all of them. I guess I should actually. 2, how does alcohol or whatever else it is affect neurotransmitters? 3, building new neural pathways. 4, the science of cravings. 5, neuroplasticity in recovery. 6, stress and the brain. 7, role of dopamine in addiction. 8, the cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. 9, the impact of alcohol on sleep or whatever else the substance is, or process or behavior. 10, mindfulness and brain health. 11, the importance of hydration for brain function. 12, nutrition and brain. 13, exercise and the effects on the brain. 14, the powers of meditation. 15, emotional regulation strategies. 16, social connections and brain health. 17, breaking the habit loop. 18, developing resilience. 19, the role of serotonin in mood regulation. 20, overcoming negative thought patterns. 21, the benefits of journaling. 22, strategies for managing anxiety. 23, the science of gratitude. 24, enhancing cognitive function. 25, the connection between gut health and brain health. 26, understanding triggers and how to manage them. 27, the benefits of a growth mindset. 28, how to build healthy habits. 29, the impact of alcohol or whatever other substance on memory. 30, the science behind willpower. 31, strategies for long-term success. I'm going to keep reading them. I think I missed one. I'm not sure. Anyway, the role in endorphins and happiness. Techniques for improving focus. Then the benefits of a consistent routine. Then managing stress through breathing exercises. Then understanding the link between alcohol or whatever it is and depression. Then we have the science of habit for habit formation. Then we have how alcohol impacts decision making. Alcohol could be any substance. Then we have the role of oxytocin in social bonds. 41, techniques for staying motivated. And 42, the power of positive affirmation. And last but not least, we'll share what to do when you feel spiritually disconnected. Sometimes what you act out that reaches the inner child or the inner self, the inner being, is what matters to you. It teaches us. Sometimes we act out, it teaches us what's important to us. From studying neuropsychology for more than a decade, I've become convinced it's not just a myth that our behavior teaches our mind what our values and standards are. Doing meaningful things and making connections helps to give the experience of connection and meaning, purpose and importance. Just the fact that we're doing it means it matters to us. The body is a shelter for the mind and brain as well as the heart and spirit. So sometimes for one of the sheltered aspects to trust us and grow, we have to first give our body proper shelter and care, even via simply enough water, rest, nutrition, and sunshine. And movement to music, cross-culturally, it helps people land in the now, in the here. And become more associated versus dissociated, less fragmented, less compartmentalized and selfish, and trying to hook other people or taking things for granted or controlling or future-oriented or fantasizing and all other hindrances to our oneness, our enoughness, and our peace. And I wish that for us tonight. I'll end the video now. I wish us enoughness and oneness and peace.